So I was talking with one of my buddies the other day, and the movie Hacksaw Ridge came up, and I told him that I hadn't watched it, and his reaction was like, whoa, wait, you're Christian and you haven't seen Hacksaw Ridge? And so this week, I watched Hacksaw Ridge. Hi, I'm Mateo Rivera, the Cinematic Catholic, and let me just start by saying, I really loved this movie. There are many things to praise about this movie, and I will probably do a full breakdown that dives deep into spoilers, but today I just want to do sort of a brief overview of the film, no spoilers, because I really want to encourage as many people as possible to just go watch this movie. And I know this movie was a big hit when it came out in 2016, but if you're like me, you might have just missed it. Hacksaw Ridge is the true story of Desmond Dawes, a combat medic who served in the United States Army during World War II and is responsible for single-handedly saving 75 wounded soldiers on the battlefield in a 12-hour time span, all while never firing a gun. He was also a Christian, which played a huge role in his life, and thus my friend's reaction when I told him that I hadn't seen this film yet. This film was produced and directed by Mel Gibson, who also did The Passion of the Christ, and who is himself a Christian, a Catholic actually. But I think it's safe to say that this movie would constitute as a secular movie. It can definitely be enjoyed by anybody regardless of their beliefs because it's just such an amazing story. But I was very pleasantly surprised at how much faith and prayer played a role in this film. Every decision that Desmond makes, he makes with prayer. And he holds strong to his vocation and conviction that he should never fire a weapon, which does cause some problems with him in the beginning, as his fellow soldiers in his platoon are not happy with the fact that one of their own will not be carrying a gun into battle to protect himself or the other soldiers. Despite this, Desmond sticks to his guns, or I guess lack thereof, and goes on to rescue many of his brothers who otherwise would have been left for dead. One thing that I did think was pretty funny is I'm watching this movie, and about halfway through, I'm like, oh, wait, like, there's no cussing in this movie. And yeah, I think by the end, there were maybe like only 2 or 3 cuss words in the entire film. And then we see Desmond and his wife on their wedding night, and it's done very tastefully. There's no nudity or nothing scandalous in that scene, to which I was like, like I guess that's a note to Hollywood that you don't need sex in a movie to make it good. And then we get to the war scenes in this movie, and they are some of the most over-the-top, gory war scenes I have ever seen in a film. Like, I'm talking like Saving Private Ryan level gore. But I just felt like that was Mel Gibson being like, don't need cussing, don't need sex, but we can't not have gore. Like, we're Christian. We're not crazy. I mean, I'm the guy that did Passion of the Christ. What'd you expect? I don't want to get too deep into spoilers, but I do just want to say that if you can manage the extreme violence of war in this film, which I do think is necessary so you can see what truly horrible things Desmond Dawes was up against without a gun, plus just how terrible war is in general, then I would highly and strongly recommend this movie. Oh, and then also, I did want to touch on this. The cast in this movie is just phenomenal. Andrew Garfield is one of the best actors we have working in the industry today. Vince Vaughn as the sergeant, I would love to see him in more dramatic roles like this. Sam Worthington from Avatar is in this as well, and he is a great contribution to this film. And everyone that I'm forgetting off the top of my head, but just perfect casting all around. I will be doing a deeper dive into this movie, so stay tuned for that. Right now, I just want to get the word out that this movie is great, and then after we've all gone out and watched it, we'll come back and we will dive headfirst into post-reaction spoiler thoughts. But for Hacksaw Ridge, I'm going to give this a cinephile score of 10 out of 10 and a Catholic score of 10 out of 10, with the caveat that this movie is intended for mature audiences. Like, if your 9-year-old wants to see, like, the war movie with Spider-Man, I would maybe give it a couple of years. I know, I am sorry, Timmy. I keep on ruining things for you. But, like I said, this movie came out in 2016, so some of you have probably already seen it. I would love to know, what did y'all think of Hacksaw Ridge? Let me know in the comments down below. But thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed my review. My name is Mateo Rivera, and until next time, hasta la vista.